said I got style for
little trade another day.
SOS, SOS, woo, SOS. I got you yelling SOS, thought you was a threat. I do real life, do no tip for tat on the internet. We don't do that, see I've been a threat and I've been a vet. Thought you knew that way, I'm cashing checks. I don't owe no debts, I've been through that. See you SOS, SOS, SOS. See you SOS, need a life vest, need no mic check. SOS, SOS, SOS. See you SOS, we don't talk checks, we get to it. We get to it, yeah, we do it, yeah, I go up. We influence, yeah, see me moving, yeah, I glow up. Every time I show up, I can flip my switch out. They act like they know us, but they know dog, I'm big dog. Asking if it's still a flex, say they better go ask Booyah. Never think I'm gon' check, better pull up like whoa. Come to place and I'm the best, I ain't worried about none who y'all. 24, no rest, stand on business, I'm too tall. SOS, thought you was a threat. I do real life, do no tip for tat on the internet. We don't do that, see I've been a threat and I've been a vet. Thought you knew that way, I'm cashing checks. I don't owe no debts, I've been through that. See you SOS, SOS, SOS. See you SOS, need a life vest, need no mic check. SOS, SOS, SOS. See you SOS, we don't talk checks, we get to it. All in for the jackpot. Every time I want the last shot. Championship ring. Ring started from a mascot. Went to Rollies from a G-Shot. Brand new kettle, no teapot. You should know I don't play. Go sicko mode like I'm T-Scott. Eagle vision from the treetops. Went to image from a green dot. Never had no limit, but I had some Reeboks. Keep it humble, but the fees not. In the game, no free spots. But I earn what's mine. Nothing less, I'ma shine. SOS, thought you was a threat. I do real life, do no tip for tat on the internet. We don't do that, see I've been a threat and I've been a vet. Thought you knew that way, I'm cashing checks. I don't owe no debts, I've been through that. See you SOS, SOS, SOS. See you SOS, need a life vest, need no mic check. SOS, SOS, SOS. See you SOS, we don't talk checks, we get to it. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun, a 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and I only know it takes time. You can get it, got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate now. For my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. For my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
Good morning all. Happy Friday to everyone. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Let's get it. Let's see what we got going on. Gold yet again at another all-time high. This thing doesn't stop. Super worth it. I should have all week waken up to Asian, but then I just couldn't trade London here. Impossible to do 3 sessions for me. Then I don't know what time I would sleep, though. I'd have to figure that out. But super worth it, man. Been amazing, Asian. Super consistent. Every day delivering. I think once this week only is where we didn't see any movement. And yeah, sick, super cool. So let's see what we have going on for today, and take it from there, right? Take it from there. So first of all, have a look at the calendar here. Today is going to be Friday. What do we have on Friday? Anything? No. Bit of CPI 1 p.m. though. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, clean day actually. Nothing. Not even planned news. Not even any red folders. Nothing like that. So clean overall day here. And we continue with the government shutdowns. We continue with the overall. So what's this? Powell basically said that they want to cut rates for this October. So the end of month rate decision, he's expecting rates to be cut. So that's why we're continuing with this hype, right? We canceled NFP and we're continuing with this hype. On top of that, the geopolitical tensions with China and US obviously is helping this. We're seeing more money go into gold here, away from even some stock market, right? Stock market is dumping. See money move into gold as well. So yeah, plan for today. Well, obviously daily close bullish, no doubt about that. 4-hour time frame as well, closing bullish. There we go. And yeah, we're above some key levels here, but just, you know, Jesus, man, insane, absolutely insane. So London has not been the best for continuation, and we're at target for the day already. I don't like it. It's really tough today actually, being this high in the market. Yeah, it's like, what a situation. I took the 5-minute setup on gold. Which one, man? In Asian? Oh, now? Full send. Good luck, good luck. Now it was good. Well, yeah, to get back maybe to 70, see what happens at 70. Ah, yeah, this one here. That's nice. Change of structure. But now we're kind of at this 5-minute resistance, so it has to get above there. Gold up 13% since the start of the month. Yeah, that is insane, right? So, actually, Harry, London has been doing a lot of continuation on gold recently. Actually, no, it hasn't. This is London, range. After London, this is like an hour before New York. Then we get continuation. This is London, right? From here, this day we did continue. That's the day we took the buys. This is London, range, and then pull back, NY continuation. We can go back and see that again and again. Here's London. Again, London, range. Again here, London open. That day we had continuation in London open. Again here, London range. London range again. It's been quite the opposite. New York and Asian have been the killers here. Look at Asian continuation. New York continuation. Asian continuation. London, that's the day we took buys. We had some continuation. Otherwise range. New York continuation. Asian continuation. So actually, it's not been, we've actually had a lot of range during London, okay? So, right now, would be nice to get back to the top of the range. We'll see what ends up happening. Here's our range low. See what 1 hour is saying here. 1 hour closed above quite nicely. 30-minute has a resistance here. I don't really want to be a breakout trader today. Most of the guys in the group seem to have taken the setup 5. I just showed up to the chart, so no setup 5 for me just yet. No setup 5 just yet. Maybe one more retest I'll be able to get in. One more retest towards the lows I'll be able to get in. Trade back towards the highs. I'm trying to think above 70. It's just range is not the best. It would have to make a new all-time high for me to make money. 100 pips stop loss, 260 pips on this one. 60 pip target. What about 15? How big is stop loss? 140 pip stop loss here. Yeah, let's see how we form in this range here. If we could pull back to the bottom of the range, there could be some nice options, and then we're gonna see, because I don't want to get stuck as well, you know, in like a consolidation. So let's see. I think if we pull back to here, respect range low, and then I trade back to here, use this as a watch, and then continue bullish. That's my kind of ideas. If we just totally break out of the range, we'll see what happens. And Asian move today is 1,000 pips. Yeah, that's nuts, right? We have to consider that. That's actually nuts. Yeah, that is 1,000 pips. Crazy. So let's have a look at DAX though. Let's have a look at DAX for today. Can remove some drawings here. Start off on weekly here. See where we are coming towards. Moving down on weekly. We spoke about this movement towards the downside. Actually, we spoke about it on the webinar at the beginning of the week. How I didn't believe DAX was bullish. But we didn't get any trades during the session. This happened late New York, kind of the same time that we saw NYSE move, not NYSE, but London close. We have a previous 4 hour here. Again, coming to London session today, we're at supports. You know, it's eating the LTAs before our session. We wanted to be somewhere here and then take these trades. Now we're coming right at this support level here. So again, it's always tough market positioning. And this is something you have to consider when you're trading a session. As much as you think, okay, session, I'm deserved a trade, you're not, because market positioning is being at this. Monthly support, would I consider? Not too much here, but yeah, it's the same as the previous 4 hours, so we can keep it. We can see us reacting off that pretty heavily here. Is that going to be target for the day? Who knows? But we are bearish bias nevertheless. We are bearish bias. So since we're bearish bias, I should be on the side of sells here. Yeah, I should be on the side of sells. So, since target is tapped, it's hard to sell. And we have this support here. So if we get a bearish candle, I need to see 5 change of structure, then sells below here would be okay. Otherwise, yeah, below the 30 minute. So let's get below the 30 minute with a 5-minute change of structure, and I can take sells. Counter trend buys, I'm not interested in. What does P4 mean? Previous 4 hour. So yeah, that's the plan actually. Change of structure would be nice. The deeper it pulls back, the different setups we start to look for. Maybe change the structure up here. Maybe retest of 24,000 is possible today. Point is we reach target. And whenever we reach target, we need to let price action show us what it wants to do, because we fill this big LTA now. How's your DAX spread today? Probably fucked. If you look at previous days, DAX made lower lows and then the sell range, it may now look similar to the other days. Might go bullish for the rest of the day. Maybe. It could do, it could do. If we want to counter trend though, we don't have much range until above the 1 hour at least. So for me, counter trend buys is only going to be above here. But yeah, let's have a look at my DAX spreads. They're probably not doing the best. Gold spreads are doing well. And DAX. Oh, that's not bad. But let's see if that can maintain. Is it not risky to sell once target is hit? Yeah, but that means that you just don't trade London session today for sells. You just say, okay, I'm not trading London session. We're at target. I don't want to take that risk. It's adding another layer. Like if I'm going to lose, that's why, you know. So that's the, so if you're like, you know, end of week, I'm happy with my week. I'm not trading London session. And that's what happened. You show up to the charts and we're at target. You can't sell. So maybe you can take counter trend if you plan for counter trend. That won't avoid the idea. Yeah, spreads look okay today. Ended up taking pre-session GU. Let's see what you took on GU here. Nice. But I'd rather you go break of high here, man. So make sure stop loss is great here, but just go break of high. It's a small detail, but makes a massive difference. Don't forget about that. Let's see, Gmail, I assume, took the same. He took it a little bit different here. What did he take it on? 4 hour time frame breakout. Why didn't you go break of this high on a 4 hour? Why are you taking it up there? That's my question. Also, in higher time frame trades, no management. No management. Higher time frame trades, because higher time frame can consolidate and then expand, and if you're managing in consolidation, there's no point. You know, there's no management. Does that include, let's say, the 1 hour or just 4 hour? Did not tap the 1 hour. Well, if I take a swing trade, I barely manage until I see what's going on lower time frame, right? Because we don't even have structure. So if you're trying to hold a 4 hour swing here, when higher time frame consolidates, better to get out break even? Nope, better to hold. If it respects structure, you could have an amazing trade. Higher time frame is different, guys. You're going to be holding through different sessions. Imagine you took a sell here with stop loss above here. I'm going to show you what you guys are doing. Imagine you took a sell here, target was down here, right? And stop loss was above the highs, okay? It's the same concept that you're doing now, just the opposite way around. All right, and your target was wherever. What you're saying now is if something closes back in the range, you cut the trade. But we could consolidate like this. You could have taken trades in here for buys and had stop loss below this wick, and price just consolidates. Right? And it doesn't mean that your trade is wrong. You see that? So now you're triggered and you're like, oh shit, we're moving up. I'm scared of this trade. Oh, we close back in the range. Then you cut the trade. Now you lose this trade. But all it did is play out your idea. All it was a retest. Right? Again, now you're like, oh shit, I should get out break even. Then you get out this trade break even. Higher time frame is different. Higher time frame, you need to trust your stop loss. Right? Until you have something like a break of structure on higher time frame, meaning maybe this 4 hour candle closed above here. You cannot trade higher time frame the same. Yeah, we have no 1 hour pullback, so it could pull back if it wants to. Break even, I mean, since you have a late entry here, you're just entering a little bit late. You know, it could be okay. See what gold wants to do here. Maybe we can get a buy above 70. Quick buy above 70. We'll see. What means break of structure? It means you can watch. I have a video on my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel and type break of structure. Any of this. Break of structure. You see? Break of structure. 3 years ago I explained this concept. 60,000 views. So you can check it out on my YouTube channel in more detail. Lots of things today are overextended and on resistance. Welcome to London. It's been like that almost every day. We come to London, we're at highs. That's why I've only been buying, wanting to buy on pullbacks. And that day we had the breakout, we were at highs, but I was more being cautious. We still managed to get in, but I was on the cautious side. My favorite pair in Forex, I don't have a favorite pair in Forex anymore. When I started as a trader, how many funded did you blow? I didn't start on funded, and I never blew an account. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the analysis, let's see what we have today. Leave a like on the stream. 200 of us in here. Get the likes up to 100. Would appreciate it. You know the drill. Yo guys who use Top Step, do you use Top Step X? Yes. You always use Top Step X. Otherwise, it's better to use Top Step X. Are they giving options for other ones now? Because they normally don't give options. They force you to use Top Step X. So now they allow you to use other platforms. When I took the account, they only allowed me to use Top Step X. Maybe because I don't know, maybe because I'm in Dubai, maybe, I don't know. My buffer is 1k with the payout. I should still continue to trade London and NY. I feel confident. What do you think? Yeah, you have buffer, right? If you see a good setup. You looking for 5-minute close above key level? Aggressive. It's aggressive, but maybe the only choice. Thing is, probably by the time we get the 5 close above, we will have the 15. And I don't even like the 15 that much. I'm just going to be very aggressive on this. Hope you're doing well. I had many buy and sell setups for gold in Asian, but couldn't execute due to 1-minute candles being 80 to 100 pips. I was afraid. So valid enough not to trade? No, not at all, man. That's just a number. That's like saying, why can't you reduce lot size? It's the same concept. And we have, we actually have this exact video. And this is why I made this video. What you experienced is normal. You just weren't prepared for it. And this is why I made this exact video. I'm going to show you the exact video that I made once it decides to move its ass and load. Let's have a look, let's have a look, let's have a look. Come on, load. A lot of content to load. All right. There we go. This exact video here. You come down in the exclusive content and it is called, let's find it, how to trade big ranges, something like that. I probably put it in important topics. Let's have a look. Look how much content we have here, so much stuff. Maybe I put it in advanced. How to trade when candles are bigger. That's the video right there. Right, and this is when we talk about candles being 100 pips, 1-minute candles being 80 pips. 7-minute video talking about just that concept. Right? So yeah, it's a normal thing, but it shouldn't put you off a trade, and there's a certain way to do it. Do you focus on fundamental or technical only? Both. Both. What setup would it be? It would be like a late setup 2. It's like setup 1 on 5-minute and setup 2 on 15-minute, but a late setup 2. You took any sells on US30 yesterday? I left the charts at 7 p.m. Dubai time, and then the move came at 8 p.m. Dubai time. Normally I cut my trading at 7 p.m. Dubai time. So the move unfortunately came at like, I think 8 o'clock is when we had. So I was looking for sells. I even put it in my plan in the exclusive group here about the sells below the range. Wait. Where is it? There we go. Right, so I was either looking for buy it and then can work, need to aggressive, and then that was the open trade, but we didn't get an open trade yesterday. Unfortunately, it was pretty boring. We just ranged for the open. And then, finally, we decide to leave the frickin' range with this candles here. That one right there. But look what time this is happening at. 20:25. It's late. Bit late. This would have been okay. This would have been okay. This one on too much on the limit. Looking to enter sells on DAX but no top wick. Not a good sell, man. Straight into the 30-minute, man. Straight into the 30-minute. You want to be back in the range. B point? Yeah, you could, but is it really worth it? Coming from a 4-hour support. Look where we're coming from. We're not in a trending move. We hit target today. There is so much content in the exclusive that you cannot learn in 1 month. You can watch it, but to understand it fully, you have to watch 1 to 2 videos, 3 time to understand the concept, some people think. Yeah, but that's the point, right? That's the point, is that you can spend more time in the group. No one is holding you to 1 month. It's extremely cheap, the group. You can stay in the group for 2 months. You can stay in the group for 3 months. I didn't design the group for you to come in for 1 month and leave. Those people are not maximizing the group. They're just, you know, coming in and I need to rush. I need to do everything in 1 month and then boom, leave. It's like, no. This is a community. That is your new home. You learn, you have all the exclusive content. Is every single topic that you need in depth is there. Advanced topics that are mostly not discussed on YouTube, because most of the guys who join are coming from YouTube. So they've seen my YouTube content, and then the exclusive content is like, okay, let me look at the juicy stuff, the stuff that actually matters. And it's also in the exclusive content we actually have the YouTube content, but just put in order, right? So it has YouTube content as well, the same type of content, just a little bit more in depth. And the way that it's filmed is different because I film it in webinars and people ask me questions while we're doing it. So it's kind of like interactive, and most of those questions are probably questions you have as well. Whereas on a YouTube video, no one's asking questions. I left a Trustpilot review on the exclusive. Anyone reading from YouTube, you can go read the reviews so that you know what you... Do I have a Trustpilot? Or you mean, did you put it on WAP?
Yeah, for the exclusive.
On WAP, no, but on Trustpilot? Or on just WAP?
I think it's Trustpilot.
No, I think it's the WAP reviews. I think it's the WAP reviews. I don't have... Let me see. We'll have a look. What my man has done. Yeah, maybe you did put it in Trustpilot. Oh no, this is yours, right? These are the reviews. Damn, I didn't know we had people writing. This one would be yours.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anyone did 1 star yet? 2 star? 3 star? 4 star? Damn, all 5. That's nice. No mentor is ever gonna answer questions like he does. I can surely say this. Thank you. On Trustpilot, you have to list your company? Yes. Yeah, that's why I'm saying so many people in theory can't do it. They can't do it properly, you're right. They could, but you know, they're wasting time, right? They're just like, ooh, rushing. Did she reply to 99% of messages in Discord? Yeah. And if I don't, just re-tag me. Because, you know, sometimes I'll miss it. Alright, so DAX here, that's why I wanted below that level. Does that make sense? That's what I was saying. We're coming from a previous 4-hour support. It's not even worth it. Yes, you can go break even, but is it worth it? Because now we're back. So you just get tap break even, which is not bad on DAX because, you know, no commissions. But gold now rejected our 70 key level. So if we come down back to here, we could look. I wonder if we can counter bias gold today, if this is going to be a high. You know, if we leave here, I'm pretty tempted. I really don't want to sell gold, but for some reason my spidey senses are tingling and I kind of feel like we're close to a 1,000 pip move, you know. Don't make the same mistake. I waited 6 years to get a mentor. Who knows where I could have by now if I had a mentor from the start. Yeah, who knows, but now at least you know you want one. Did you ever contact that guy to get you unbanned from... I can't find him, bro. I can't find him. I search my DMs. I can't find him. Anyways, I can't DM anyone. I'm banned. I'm banned from... I can't like a story. I can't reply to story. I have like now, let me see how many DMs I have that I haven't replied to. Because I'm banned for 3 days from even messaging. I have 41 DMs. 41 DMs I have. Look. And I can't reply to any of them. Look at this. All of these I have. All unopened. But I can't reply to any of them. So annoying. I can't even see my story views. Why are you banned? Apparently I gave some sort of financial advice or something, you know. Did you take 50-minute wick fill? No, I missed it. This was the one. I saw some people take it up here. This makes no sense. You take this one. You have to take this one here. To get back to key level, which is 55, and then see what happens 55. We push through, you go break even. Your entry's here. And I don't think this gave you a 1-to-1. 70 pip stop. Oh, so nasty. Literally a couple of pips from TP. But I saw some people took this one here. This one makes no sense. Why are you taking the 1, 2, third candle closing above? Social media has become too strict. It's because of the scams, man. Too many people are scamming in our industry. So I get it, man, because most of the people who are posting about trading are scamming. So they just want to clean that up. It makes sense, but then it hurts real people. But it's like the majority are trying to do scams, so then the minority get affected, but it's for the benefit of the majority, you know? That's why I'm only posting meme content. If you look at my meme content, it does well. You know, Just the problem is you get no follows or no one cares. Like meme content has no value. No value. Could you explain why it was wrong to take the second one? What makes it too late? I don't 100% get that. So imagine you're taking a setup 1. Forget about the wick fill. Wick fills are already less probability because you're not breaking a high. High is ensuring continuation, right? Same as these. This never filled the wick here and then failed first. And then, but anything breaking the high has higher probabilities to continue. So you first need to understand. Same like this. This never. So look at this concept. This is a nice concept. 1 broke the high, continue. Second candle broke the high, continue. Third candle didn't break the high, reverse. But this reversed from nothing. This is all-time high, right? Not even key level, but it didn't break the high. So if you're taking a wick fill, right, like yesterday, and you're trying to buy up on the wick fill, again, you're doing the same concept of where you're not buying. This is the original volume candle. We get a second volume candle here worth of 70 pips or 100 pips, sorry. And then you're taking the third candle. That candle from wick to wick moved another 100 pips. So in total, you are buying after a 200 pip move on the third candle after we had the volume candle number 1. This is max to push it, number 2, because we're closing above the range. It's still deep. That's why you take the wick fill and target the whip. Right? That's why you target the wick. But now you already, that target was met and extended. That is all plus. This is all plus profit. And then you tried to get in again without even breaking the high. Look what happened when we broke the high. Volume came back in, but it needed liquidity. Retest. Look where it retest. It was just a retest. Make sense? Right, if I black this all out. No, it's not more clear, it has to be full clear. This is where you're buying, man. This is the beginning of the move. And you're buying here. After these 2 massive candles. It's not a good place to buy. Oh man, I missed DAX here. I was too busy yapping. Would have been break even. Would have been break even. 29 for 10. Yep. Let's see what 1 minute is doing. This might just be a retest though. 50-minute closes in 5 minutes. But then we tap previous range. Yeah, I would have been out break even on DAX here. How many pips do we need to trade? As much as you need to get break even. The smaller pips we have, the quicker you're going to break even. Might not be worth to take the trade. Like gold these days moves 5 pips like nothing. Right? 5 pips is nothing for gold. So if I was 5 pips to key level, I would think to myself, oof, is 5 pips really worth it for me right now? They're jumping again on DAX? Fuck's sake, man. Keep an eye on it. I want to just see, because so far it's been stable, but you know, I've seen it before, stable like this. And good morning. They will spread every few minutes. Yeah, that's why I'm watching it, because maybe I'm on a different server than you, and then we know it's a server issue. Is gold going to dump from here? Would you consider a trading Asian session with these moves for this week? Yeah, but you know, next week you know, it's if I wake up next week and change my sleep schedule, so I skip London, I sleep during London and trade Asian and NY, guess what will happen? Asian will range. So it's just kind of lucky for the guys who are trading Asian all the time. It's just part of their schedule. Can you explain why the trade I wanted to take was not correct, too aggressive? Because yeah, we're coming from a 4-hour support, man. We're already at target, and then you're trading into another target, so it's double target. So you know it's already risky trading at a 4-hour support. That's already way riskier when we're trading at 4-hour support. Yeah, key levels work like ranges. What do you think? Weight training and exercise helps improve trading, or is it a myth? 100% helps improve trading. More, it doesn't only help improve trading, it helps improve your life overall. Trading is a small part of that. Your life, it helps improve. I want to take safer trades. I'm up 2% previous month, and this month up 2.5. Nice. I thought you were up 3 and I told you to call it for the month. You didn't listen to me on that? Hi, being a London trader, I've come to accept that Asian is not my time zone, so I don't even think about it. Yeah, sometimes you have to do that. Normally I wake up around your time, around 4 a.m. Yeah, 4 a.m. my time has had 5 a.m. my time has had great volume. I'm up at night working, man. That's the problem. Like during the day, I'm so busy with stream and trading and content and stuff like that, that at the night I have to work. So that's like now I'm in a like a, my schedule is consistent and full, you know. I trade in the morning, I go gym in the afternoon, I trade New York session as well, then I come back, I eat, and then I work at night and then repeat, you know. If I had to throw Asian in there, it's really hard to throw Asian in there. How did you build so much resilience to work so much every day? Because it's a choice. I chose to do that. I don't have to. Right? I could do less work, but I earn less. I do less with my life. So it's a choice. No one's forcing me. Right? I can do the minimum amount of work to put food on the table, but I'm not satisfied from that. So here we have another close below here. We could use this with a smaller stop here, fill the wick and see if we can continue. We have about 16 point stop for a 20 point target. Break-evens around 1 to 1 as well. So let's see how the top wick forms here. Spreads have seemed pretty stable for me so far. Hopefully last 30 seconds we don't push too much down from here. Oh, we might also close above, huh? Oh, nasty, man. Spreads have widened again. That's nasty, man. Oh, man. Well, hopefully it doesn't. Has previous, as well. Yeah, but now we cross through it 1, 2, 3, 4 times here on 15 minute. We've crossed through it with the 1 hour wick here. Remember, we're trading from a 4 hour support, bro. This is your only choice. You have to take the risk if you want to be in a trade today. Otherwise, you just don't trade. Is it 5% a month? Our over manage the risk should be at least more than 10? What do you mean, making 10% a month? No. You don't have to be making 10% a month. Last weekly bullish candle at 4,500. Ooh, it's a big shot. Not just two closes, but on 1 hour, even if we have smooth closing on lower time frame, we can focus. Yeah, because if it keeps reacting on lower time frame, we can just, you know, that's a different time. Now we're in volume session. We've seen it retest. You know, there's more of a story to it. Gold is consolidating. Thank you very much, London. I'm keeping DAX open on the other screen because I'm also monitoring spreads. But at the same time, I want to see how the candles form here. Why so many OG members are not around anymore? I recognize no one in Zoom chat. Does that make you question yourself a bit? No, not at all, man. And there's a lot of them. I think out of the ones you're talking about, maybe 3 of them, and they move to want to trade with by themselves. That's it. I mean, a lot of these guys in the group have been here for over a year, man. Right? These are not new members. So I don't know what you consider OG. Sidiana, more than a year. He's been in here last year, June. Gabriel here since last year as well. So we have a lot of members been in since a year. Year plus. Man, I'm tempted to take these DAX sells. Just risk it with the spread. Oh, look at this spread. I can't do it, man. This sucks so much. Should I risk it with that spread? I don't know. Another 5-minute bearish candle close. Potentially. Also, you have to realize there are a lot of OG members, but they're not asking questions anymore because they're OG. They don't have questions to ask. I think you would really benefit from surrounding yourself with experienced trading instead of beginners. Yeah, and that's the environment I try to create, but people, they have their own agendas and maybe they wanted just to come for me for information, not to be part of a community. And that's how it kind of turns into. So you will pick some people, like a lot of people have found success and then just went on by themselves because they're happy with it. Yeah, Bram still chats in here. Some people just literally, they come into trading and they give it a shot and then they say, I'm done, you know? But I can assure you one thing, for the size of the group and for what effort I put in there, results have been amazing, man. You can't change the fact of what people have been able to achieve here. You know, and then the ones who are looking to achieve more things, I'm constantly speaking to them to help them achieve that. And also you say I should surround myself with better traders. There's not much good traders out there. Plus, it's not like the OG members just leave. They always write up a message where they thank Harry plus the group. Yeah. They just bow themselves, you know. It's never like, oh, I'm not happy, you know, bye-bye. It's always something like, you know, I have this starting now. I can show you. And of course, there will be a percentage of people who just don't vibe with me. Never worked for them, which is fine. That's the honest thing. Some people might not like my strategy. They might find more success in ICT strategy. Maybe that's where they found their success. I don't judge. This spread is just, I can't trade DAX. Anyways, DAX open, no top wick here. Nasty, man. Nasty to not give you an entry like that. Would have gave you the 1-to-1 we were looking for, right? But just shitty price action. You could take it on 15, but it's a different stop loss, right? 15 flip stop loss is 29 points, huh? So 5-minute was the one. But anyways, no top wick anyways, so it doesn't matter, and spread is that. I mean, just this month, one of my one-on-one students, not group student, but one-on-one students has pulled out 10K himself. 10K from prop firms. And by the way, he's only been pulling out from prop firms nothing, believe it or not. Can you imagine? So that's what I told him, and I've told this concept before. People who have listened to me before have heard me say, look, it will be rough, but it all the hard work, it comes at once. His first payout $500, and then boom, 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 boom. Now 10K done. Like, that's insane, man. To pull out 10K from a prop firm. Like, a very small percentage do that, man. So you have to realize that, yeah, even if 50% of my group are being successful and the other 50 are not, it's actually a realistic statistic, man. Because other people might not have the time. Man, I'll tell you the truth. There are some people who I see, you know, who are not locked in, man. They come and they just sit there on Zoom and they're not locked in, you know, and then they ask why, you know. I see, you know. I've seen people in the group in the past asleep with their cameras on, man. And people in the group can tell you that, you know. I've seen people asleep, full asleep. So if we consider that as a percentage, no. I've seen people super locked in. It's actually a long story because I've really learned how to, I don't like to call myself an educator, but I've really learned how to teach people how to trade, because I found out that you can't give people your full help. We're actually having a webinar about this month because I've got a lot of data now. I've only run the group 2 years, so I've got a lot of information and seen traders progress. And I found out, because there's been people, if you try to be me, you're gonna fail at trading. And you have to build your own character. And this is something I had to learn, because I used to tell people to you know, to just copy and to try do everything to their best ability, but you need some form of freedom. So this was all lessons you learn from actually making impact to people, not just a stupid mentorship group that doesn't help. Can you explain to me what you meant when you said we cannot trade just mechanically, we need to include discretion as well? Not discretion, but mechanically means that we cannot trade in a way that is just fully mechanical, meaning that if we see X, we execute on X. Like every setup one is a good setup one, right? Because mechanically it might make sense, but technically it doesn't, because of such as today, let's say on DAX, right? We could execute on a setup 2 thinking it's like this one here, it's a good setup, but with the information of us moving down, right? And coming from a 4-hour support, that kind of changed the probabilities. Harry, when your spreads are too wide and you don't change, would you mind marking the trade anyway so we can learn? I explain the trade afterwards. So don't lie to me. Just tell me that you're waiting for a signal. Nice try. Yeah. Nice try. Nice try. As a teacher, I can confirm you need students to put their own spin on things. They will perceive the same thing differently. Yeah, precisely. Need to go early today. Thanks, Harry. Cheers, man. Good luck with whatever you need to do. And we'll see you soon. Now we can sell below the 4 hour though, huh? This is something that is very easy for us to do as well. Is trying to sell below the 4 hour because it's not over. We have room. So now we don't have to worry about the 4 hours. So there's more sells here. If we do something like yesterday, we have a lot of room for downside. We can start, if this, especially if this closed bullish. I just don't know what to do about these spreads, but I might gamble it with the spreads. It's just so hard not to take a trade when you have a setup, you know? It kind of feels counterintuitive. It feels really, really bad not to be able to take a setup when you have options here. 15-minute will close below, maybe. See how we look on 15. We have this zone here, so let's keep an eye on this. Otherwise, we miss this and then we're in trouble. Two minutes for this candle close. Let me go bathroom before it closes. We see we get set up after. If I put stops above the 5, I have 1 minute structure? Yeah. So we need a good top wick though. Let's see how it closes.
Harry, I think there's a previous 1 hour there. I don't know if you think it's a problem or not.
Which one? These?
Yeah, or is it?
The wick, we would have to fill the wick. I mean, we could keep it on, man, to see if it reacts from that.
No,
but
yeah,
I was looking at it on 1 minute.
Is because it came from there, or it tested there and it came back up.
Yeah, but the next time we push through, we should be able to push through it, especially that now we test and come back here. Because it's not like a full structure, right? It's just a 1 hour, one hour candle closing bullish. You see?
Yeah.
It's like a bearish candle. Then we had only 1 hour candle, and then we've already tested it. So the next time, we should be able to push through with volume. It would be safer to be below it always, but again, we would have had a little bit of room. But anyways, we've closed below here on a 15-minute. We haven't closed below on the 5. So since we're pushing down straight on the 5, I could take this on a 15-minute, but I just don't know if the stop loss is going to be worth it today. I just don't know if this stop loss is going to be worth it. 42 points. How big is 42 points? Man, it's a huge move. And I can't run any more aggressive stop loss because we have... let me see if I were to run stop loss above here. What is that? 38. Still big, man. I need the 5-minute close so I can run at least a tighter stop loss and get out tighter. It just doesn't make sense. And look at this stupid spread, man. What is that? 4 points? It's so frustrating, man. That is so frustrating, man. That is so frustrating. It's like, because you know, if I get in a trade and that comes in drawdown, that spread is going to hit my stop loss. 4 point extra I have to risk. It's really frustrating. Especially when you have something clean like this, man. You know, because gold is just ranging for now. Gold, I don't have any spread issue. No spread issue on gold. Listen to me, serious talk now. I don't trade off anyone else's plan. You can assume to me I'm asking for signals. I only trade off trend lines, so I wouldn't copy Harry anyway. I'm only messing, man. Relax. You're good, you're good. Ooh. What pair is this? This is called DAX on the left-hand screen, gold on the right-hand screen. So we're seeing straight 5-minute candles. Bro, when should we focus on previous ranges like you have on gold today? Seeing you mark them now and then. Which previous ranges? Oh, like these ones? That's not even, that's a range low. I'm just looking like this was our range. We broke out that range. We broke into the range. I put it as RL. I didn't put it as 15-minute. I just put it as the range low. If you look at this, this is our range and that's the low of the range. That's the high of the range. Even though we crossed through it twice, I want to know where the lows of the range is. Best sells would come below them. If we were mixed, yeah, bullish, it's more riskier, of course. But yes, in theory, overall, that's where your best sells are. $900 key level. Not really a key level on DAX. DAX is whole numbers. Key levels don't really work on DAX like they do on gold. What platform you use to trade? This is MetaTrader using IC. Big rejection. Yeah, I'm not even going to look at this because there's no point, man. There's no point when I can't trade it because of spread jumps. There's some nice options. Wick fills happening right now. Anyhow, what to do? Your top 3 favorite pairs and why? Top 3. DAX, US 30 and gold. Why? DAX is insane when it trends. Very cool pair during London. It acts like US 30 during NY. Why I like US 30? Because it acts like a DAX. Very exciting pair. Cool price action, great volume. Gold, because it's a long-term pair that that trends towards the upside, and once it's in a breakout phase, there could be some great options. I'd say probably out of all of them, it used to be GJ. GJ was my favorite car. Not car, sorry. I mean pair. Sorry, I'm messaging about something else. Bro, about to buy a new car? No, I was messaging something about a car. Not buying a new car, but I was messaging something about a car, and then I was speaking at the same time, and I said car instead of pair. I'm pissed off because I wanted to take... I just bought new tires. Tires are expensive for that car, man. Is it true that IC Market has a lawsuit in Australia? I haven't seen anything on that, but they're two separate entities anyways. There's two separate entities. Man, because of the spread, I couldn't take... I wanted to take DAX aggressively, wick fill. How is it going? Yeah, it would have been okay. We had top wick on broker. Then I could have been break even here. Hopefully I get stopped to break even so I feel better. Just to make me feel better. Which is nasty because if I was in, I would have wanted to be in profit. Actually, never mind, it hit 1-to-1. Okay, now I'm pissed. Before, you see how it didn't care about that 1 hour level at all? And then maybe that puts you off your trade, right?
No, yeah, definitely. That's only thing that made me mark it up and really care about it was because we came exactly from there. But I didn't. I would have thought that it would have respected that more instead of just fall through it.
Yeah, especially when we're trending down. That's what you have to like also start to consider all the other factors to not let one level put you off that we've tested. The fact that we've tested, like if we both ways, if we make a double bottom today, you're gonna be wrong on any sell. So if you're sure on the sells today, which we can be because we have daily candle bearish, 4 hour candle bearish, now we're below previous 4 hour. We had a 30-minute close below here. We have a 15-minute candle close below here. We had the 5-minute that finally closed below, then the wick fill. That level is enough to say, okay, I'm not going to care about that one level.
So when, in a situation like this, when we're heavily moving in one direction, I shouldn't be put off by a previous level this much.
But look at what the previous level is. It's a 1 candle pause. Just 1 candle stopped.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a huge structural point, you know, like something like this. That was a major high before price, dumped. Or something like this, you know. This is like a major support down here. You know, this zone.
Okay, I think I understand. Do you think if we make structure above the previous 15, we can still have a setup to get down to the support, 4 hour support?
I think if you wanted to trade it, you just take the wick fill, right? Wick fill didn't tap the previous 15 and you go. Now you would have made your 1-to-1 and that's it.
No, yeah, I think it's just it put me off too much. That's why.
Yeah, like if you guys are trading DAX, unfortunately I can't because of my spread, then that's the trade. Easy trade. What's the process, Doji? You can ignore that candle and try because it did nothing, right? No good top wick for wick fill though. It makes you have to go in fast, but you're just relying on it. As long as there's a top wick. There's no top wick on this, but on my broker there is, but I don't know what's going on with my broker, if I can even trust that. In Dubai, what kind of payment methods are you doing to use international transfer? International transaction, you can just do by your normal card, right? If you're like, I'm buying shopping online. If you're talking about like, I mean, depends what type, man. It's wire, man. It's wire. You're just gonna wire the money. What were they saying for the spread issue? Investigating. Make sure to leave a like on the stream. Not even 100 likes. You guys are all sleeping. We've streamed live all this week. 2 wins this week. Clean week. One trade I gave you the exact signal to take after stream. Came like literally 30 minutes after stream. All you had to do was close your eyes, press buy on Tuesday, I think, or Wednesday gold buys. We took Monday gold buys. Or Tuesday, actually, that was gold buys Tuesday. And yeah, clean shit. Clean shit. New York has been good this week as well. Only one small loss I've taken this week. I took a US 30 buy. It went in profit and then I lost half of what I initiated I would lose. On your personal or funded? On my funded. It was a really annoying trade. For the DAX entering on that 15-minute wick fill. Which 15-minute wick fill? There was no 15-minute wick fill. This one here, you mean? The close below? You mean the 5-minute? This one here? Or this one? This one? How much would this put me off? Stop loss placement would put me off. Because this closed right at support, not to support. Right? And this is not a previous 5, it's the current 5-minute support. 15 close under? Yeah, put 15 stop, man. Then you can ignore all of that 5. 5 doesn't matter, but I just didn't think it was worth it with a 15-minute stop. For me, I didn't. Oh, there you go. It was worth it, but you're holding during open, right? Scary during open. You know? Obviously, now it played out, but that was during open. Look at London, man. Look Asian 1,000 pips. Look at London. Look at market close. Look at before market open, man. 11:15 p.m. No one's awake at 11:15 p.m. in the market. Markets don't move 11:15 p.m. I come to fucking London. London, look at what London's doing, man. Fuck's sake, man. Such BS. Really. Valid crash out? Yeah, it's annoying, man. It's annoying. It's like you can see. It's just facts, though. Look at 11:15, man. 11:15. What is 11:15? When's the last time we 11:15? Look how much look at how easy this setup is. Literally, give me one of these in a week. Just one. at my trading time. Look at this. This is like, I don't know, it's so easy. Above key level, no, you have room to next key level. Stop loss placement here is freaking easy. 80 pips is nothing. And look at this. Hello. Your first candle move here is already a 1 to, almost 1 to 2. First candle. Bro's gonna send live link from Monday for Asian. Bro, I'm telling you. Look at, but this time is a random time. It's not even Asian this time. And we already pushed so much during New York. New York already pushed. Oh, what's this I brought up? Nah, ruined my charts. New York already pushed 400 pips, but we still have more. We come to London. No, full sideways.
You know what? We could have taken a breakout trade, and then you know what happens in London with that.
Yeah. Just let me get paid in the morning and get on with my day, man. I need your advice. I'm trading the 1 hour and my stops are a bigger price. Sometimes retraces to my entry and continue. Should I keep up the positions open or BE? Yeah, you should let them, give them some room, especially if you're trading in out of session times, you know. It will consolidate, pull back, all of that. Yeah, DAX is fucking mentally in flow, but I can't trade it all day because of this bullshit, man. Spread. But this is open move. This is open. But it's usual to range after this big move like this. It is usual, 100%. But my point is that other sessions have pushed, but then the next session still pushes, right? Like this is not even a session. What is 11 p.m.? It's not even a session. Like this would be a good previous daily support, right? Because this is like a full daily, like that one I would be marking, you know? Is this good? GJ setup 1 sells. It's just loading. Give it a sec. Oh, there we go. Yeah, man. Perfect. Perfect. Bearish bias. Close below. Yeah, this is like a good old GJ trade, man. Wow. Wow. Yeah, very nice. Been a while since I saw. That's how old GJ was. Very simple, straightforward. Hopefully she comes back. Do you generally limit yourself to buys on gold? Well, it's been really bullish. You forgot to add last win to stream win rate? Oh, really? Thank you for reminding. That's a good reminder, see? That's a good reminder. We shall add the win then. With normal spreads, you would have taken DAX on 50. I would have taken the 5-minute setup easily, man. I would have taken the 5-minute setup. But I wouldn't have held this whole move. I would have closed at 1-to-1. So even though it looks amazing, if I took that trade, it would have hit 1-to-1 at the previous 15 and I would have closed. So even though it looks like such an amazing move, I know I wouldn't have been in for the whole move. So never condition yourself to that. Is it better to trade both US 30 and Nasdaq or focus on one? I think both is not a bad idea. You can definitely manage both. Won't they move in the same way? No, it's kind of like trading DAX and UK 100. They do have different setups. Which prop firm am I funded? Top Step. Figuring how to calculate risk on Top Step. What pair are you trading? It changes on each pair. So you tell me the pairs, I tell you how to calculate risk. US 30 is easy. US 30 is one lot is half of the pip size. 2 contracts is equivalent to the pip size, meaning on US 30, if you measure this candle here, this candle is worth 115 points. So this number here on the right hand side, 115 points, that would be, if you put 2 contracts, that's how much you would be up right now, 1,155. If you put 1 contract, you'll be up half that. I wanted to know if US 30 swing trade on the dip made sense end of this month with anticipated Fed cuts. Problem is the tensions with China doesn't help. We try to retest, we're coming back to retest the lows. I personally still think it's a bit high for swing, big long-term swing. But if you want to take short-term swings, yeah, from supports down here could work. From something down here could be an option. Man, we're absolutely melting on DAX here. This is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. Gold is just completely shut down. I lost more than 20k when I shorted gold at 3,800. I didn't put a stop loss. I kept on adding funds, hoping it will return to at least 50%, but never happened. Yeah, man, that's like that's a gamble, you know? I heard you need 2 contracts to equal the same as the Tradingview measurement. Yep. I went to trade on NAS and gold too. Maybe you can drop a DM next week if that's okay. Going to use practice account week to calculate. So gold is like 1 lot is equivalent to the amount in points as well on gold. So you need to be careful with that. And then on NASDAQ, it's different because the points are calculated. Why don't you just use a calculator and play around with it? Just type futures contract calculator and just play around, put some numbers in. That's what I did. That was the easiest way for me to understand. If you drag it, it shows the amount, but you need to calculate it before. This one is good. The futures one. This second one. Is this the one? No, this is not the good one. There's one that's really good. This one. Futures contract calculator. Literally, literally what I searched.com. It's good, right? So let's say you're on a 50K account and you're risking 2%, $1,000. It'll tell you what contract you need to do, you know? If you have a 10 point stop on NASDAQ, you can use a 5 contract. Just make sure it works this, you know, try it on demo. But let's see, because I know the contract size for Dow Jones. Yeah, exactly. So let's say I had if I wanted to risk $1,000, I would need to have a 100 point stop. Yep, 2 contracts, see? So it works, this one. This one's good. You still active in crypto markets? Of course, man. Of course. It's my biggest portfolio. The sad thing is I can't even scalp DAX right now because of my spreads being unstable. Did you hold any shitcoins? No, I tried to do a shitcoin flip and the only thing I flipped is my account from $2,000 to 0. Can we have webinar for crypto 2 someday? What do you want to know about crypto? Investing, swing trading. This is not valid. There was no top wick. Otherwise, I don't know how you took this, man. What is this based on? I was looking at that trade as well, but I just didn't see the same things. Man, 5-minute thunderstorm. 1-minute scalp. You have to be quick break even at that 4-hour support. It's a risky one. Yeah, I just accept the move is gone. Yeah, gold is just ranging, guys. I think I'm gonna call it for London session. We did close below here, which is nice, but I don't trust the 5-minute time frame. I'm gonna look for sells below here on gold if it comes a little bit later. And that's it, man. So not a bad week. 3 wins and 1 half loss on my funded. That's not a bad week. I'll take it. London being tough on gold with us always coming to difficult market position. And my DAX spread, I missed 2 trades this week on DAX because of my spreads, which is really annoying. So hopefully I can get that sorted over the weekend and they have a quick fix and then we can tackle that going into next week. But I appreciate you guys as always on showing up to stream. Hopefully I can see you guys next week. Make sure to show up, leave a like before you leave. Enjoy this week's video. Take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. Cheers, guys. Cheers.